A very good afternoon to you and welcome to Lunchtime News. I'm Sandro Fernando. Let's start off with a look at your headlines. Security heightened at prisons and Superintendent of the Colombo Remand Prison transferred. Private bus employees of the 100 and 101 bus routes plying from Morato to Fort on strike. France to launch an air and sea searchers around Reunion in search of MH370. And now your stories in detail. The Commissioner General of Prisons, Rohana Pushkumara, says that security has been tightened at prisons as information has come to light that imprisoned underworld members may be involved in incidents that took place in Colombo and its suburbs. He added that this special security measures was taken after 2 mobile phones were recovered from the prison cell of a suspect identified as Indematagoda Chaminda, who is incidentally a member of a criminal gang. Now, Pushkumar went on to say that Superintendent of the Colombo Remand Prison was also transferred with immediate effect. A special police investigation is underway over the discovery of a stock of fake ballot papers from a business premises in Kantale. Police media spokesperson ASP Ruwan Gunasekara noted that around 15,000 fake ballot papers were discovered.
Police said that a cross had been marked in front of the preferential number of a candidate on these fake ballot papers. Police have made 1 arrest. When Newsfirst contacted the Elections Secretariat, Additional Elections Commissioner M. Mohammed said that information has come to light that a certain candidate had prepared these fake ballot papers. Police media spokesperson ASP Ruwan Gunasekara noted that the statements will be obtained from the candidate whose name was marked on the fake ballot paper. The Elections Secretariat says that those who could not cast their postal votes on the 3rd, 5th and 6th of this month can do so tomorrow. Additional Elections Commissioner M. Mohammed said that they need to visit the District Returning Officer's office in order to do so. The Postal Department says the transportation of the secure packets containing the marked postal ballot papers has begun. Postmaster Rohana Aberatna said that these steps are currently being taken to hand over those secure packets to the officers of the respective returning officers today. Executive Director of CAFE, speaking to the media yesterday, said that the law is being implemented on acts of violence related to the election.
Let's now take a look at some of the views expressed by leaders of political parties ahead of the general election.
We created good governance in 100 days. However, without a stable governance, solutions for the job issue and new industries cannot be established. However, the President will remain in power. It is convenient to work with him. We say this because we have worked with him. Mahinda Rajapaksa cannot do the same. Today, the biggest issue is not to give power to Mahinda Rajapaksa, but to build a nation that is secure and stable for the youth of this nation. Every employee who was employed as a mason to the miner lost his job. We took the country in the right track. If we were given a term of 2 years, we would be able to mete out the justice to each one of you. We had a plan in mind. We would like to remind you that in a week's time, we will be commencing the development of this nation. We state to all citizens of this country to make a wise decision on the 17th of this month. Do not be deceived by petty politics. Think of the future of your children. We do not put forward policy after policy at general elections. We have no problem with the North and South. We will safeguard each one of you. All the communities in the country have their own graceful history and culture. We will ensure that the heritage and culture is protected.
Here's a look at the comments made on the political stage.
The era of fear has passed. We had to engage in a massive battle to change the period of time where youth could not walk on the streets, were unable to go to universities because of their fear of whether they will return home alive. In that battle, former President Mahinda Rajapaksa played an integral role to carry out the effort to safeguard the youth and the elders. Our people are the ones who launched the attack against terrorism in Mavillaru in the first phase. None of them who were relaxing on armchairs with Mahinda or who spoke of the country were seen at the battle. The ones who are on recliner chairs and the nationalists who are busy printing books cannot speak about the country's era of terror. The right to speak about it is ours. We will not allow terrorism to raise its head again. Ranil Wickramasinghe is trying to use someone else and come back on the 18th, just like what he did with the group on the 9th of January to come into power. He's trying to become the Prime Minister again. After Mahinda lost, they said that the father will be buried. So it was done. Why is he making a comeback? Why? They are here for the almsgiving. Back then it was Mahinda who held children. Now it is Geeta. She thinks she will get the votes because she does so. She could have simply remained where she was by playing the role of a grandmother, or could have been meditating. But instead she joined with Mahinda Rajapaksa. For what? To hold the children. Now it is too late.
The Department of Examinations says that students sitting for the GCE advanced level examinations need to pay close attention to their timetable. Now, Commissioner General of Examinations WMNJ Pushkumara said that students arriving late to the examinations hall or arriving for the incorrect paper will be seriously inconvenienced. Meanwhile, the Commissioner General stresses that bringing of mobile phones into the examination centers are prohibited. Still in local news, the Superintendent of Colombo Remand Prison has been transferred with immediate effect. The Commissioner General of Prisons, Rohana Pushkumara, stated that measures was taken after incident finding mobile phones in the cells of the segregated criminals. He further said that a special security measure has been initiated at the Colombo Remand Prison. The Think campaign, which was launched in order to motivate voters to exercise their franchise to elect suitable persons for the legislation entering the 7th day today, the initiative was jointly organized by Sirasa, Shakti and Newsfirst together with a campaign for free and fair elections.
The Think campaign was held in the Makandura and Kamburupiti areas in the Mathura district this morning. The public showed great interest in signing the pledge to elect candidates who are law-abiding and corrupt-free. Handbills and leaflets were distributed during the campaign to motivate voters to exercise their franchise to elect suitable persons for the legislature. This team is expected to reach Puhulwela this evening. The second Think campaign team, which initiated their campaign from Jaffna, reached the Bakamuna area in Polonnaruwa today. They engaged in creating awareness among the public about the proper use of voting rights by engaging the public to sign the pledge and also distributed leaflets. This team is to reach the Alahara and Kolhandeni areas later today.
A very good day to all of our viewers. Well, we commenced the 7th day of the Think campaign here at the Bakamuna Junction in Polonnaruwa. Now, today, to give a brief round about what will happen today, we have two other locations that we will be travelling to. After Bakamuna Junction, we will be going to Alahara, and then after Alahara, we will be going to the Polo Junction, all within the Polonnaruwa perimeters. Now, today also we distributed leaflets and well as posted stickers on buses in order to promote the cause of the Think campaign. The Think campaign is being organized by Newsfirst, Sirasa, Shakti as well as a cafe organization in order to promote the need for clean candidates as public representatives in Parliament in the upcoming elections. So stay with us with Newsfirst as we bring you more on the very latest throughout the day. For the Newsfirst team, I'm Katharina Chang reporting from Polonnaruwa.
UMP Colombo district candidate Dr. Harsha De Silva engaged in inspection tour of the floating market in Colombo yesterday.
Dr. Harsha De Silva, who arrived at the floating market yesterday, inquired about the standard of the shops.
ඒක තමයි කියන්නේ මම මේ කඩවල අද දවසට එක සරුවත් එකක් එක බීම එකක් වික්කේ නෑ දැන් $1 දෙකට කොබන්නාගේ සල්ලි පෙට්ටිය දෙනවා අර තියෙන මේ තියෙන සල්ලි පෙට්ටිය එක විශේෂයෙන් පෙන්නන්නේ අර ඔය අත කියනවාගේ සල්ලි පෙට්ටිය මේක 200යි 300යි 400යි 500යි අර පොඩි සල්ලි තියුණත් ඒවා තියෙනවා 600යි 900යි 1000යි 700යි දැන් උතර පොඩි සල්ලි තියෙනවනේ තියෙන්නේ 760යි
790යි රුපියල් 800යි. මුළු දවසටම රුපියල් 800
ගෙදරම දාලා තියෙනවා.
මම මේක කඩේකට ආවා. දැන් වෙලාව 2යි මුළු දවසම බිස්නස් එක රුපියල් 800යි. කඩ මේ පිළ ඔක්කොම තියෙනවා. මෙන්න මේවා කියන්නේ බලෙන් එලෙට දාන්න. බලෙන් කඩලා
This is called involuntary resettlement. The country has a national policy to resettle with their own will, but Gotabaya Rajapaksa has disregarded that completely. That is what resulted in such incidents. I will give you an assurance on behalf of my government that we will bring in an act with regards to involuntary resettlement as we come into power after the 17th. Then it will become illegal.
අපි ඉස්සෙල්ලාම කියන එක සංශෝධනයක් තමයි පනතක් තමයි සොකමැත්තෙන් තොර නැවත පදිංචි කිරීමේ පනත. එතකොට ඒක නීත්‍යානුකූල වෙනවා. අනේ අපිට ඒ ටික තමයි එන්නේ.
And on sports first, Singapore got their Netball World Cup Sydney in 2015 campaign off to a winning start, overcoming Sri Lanka 56-43 at Netball Central today. Veteran Premila Hirubalan, making a fourth World Cup appearance, had a great defensive game with fellow teammates Shi Kin An, Lily Chen and Kimberly Lim enjoying a victory on debut. Sri Lanka jumped out to an early 3-0 lead with strong ball movement down the court. Midway through the quarter, Sri Lankan center Deepika Bekun was replaced by debutant Thilni Watanagedara. With the halftime scoreboard showing a Singapore lead of 30-23, heading into the final break, the Singapore had the lead of 39-34. Shooters Hufan Chen Chen and So combined to push the margin out of 13 goals for Singapore in the final, team eventually running out 56-43 visitors. With that, we wrap up the news for this hour. Do join us again at 1:55 for more news.